Today I'm gonna be sitting down and doing my makeup, and I was really inspired to do my makeup when I saw this come in the mail, and this is the Sigma Earthy palette. And God, is that not beautiful? Does that not look like this palette was actually made for me? It is the colors that I love. It's just beautiful. I just really feel like Sigma in the makeup world is so underrated. This is the electric pink from Sigma. My kid was digging in it, but look at that. Those colors are so pretty. I'm gonna do like full glam today. I have not been doing like glam makeup recently, and okay, this is weird, but I have that friend, that mom friend that I met at the nursery. We're still friends. She was hanging out with me like 2 days ago, and we got to talking. We were putting in drip irrigation in our garden, and she offered to come over and help, which was so nice of her. And her husband came over and they were helping us with that, and for some way or another, we got to talking about like what we did before kids, and we've been friends for over a year now, so you would think that we would have had these conversations, but when you get two moms together, you kind of just start talking about motherhood. You talk about your kids, you talk about milestones, you talk about frustrations and mental health and just like self-care time, and oh, my kid did this and oh this, and then you're distracted by the kids. And then we realized as we were hanging out, I was like, oh yeah, something I, when I was body painting. And she was like, you body painted? And I'm like, oh, yeah. Yes, yep, and I was in the NYX Face Awards, and I 31 Days of Halloween and body painting, and I was like, dude, I have a whole previous life that existed before my son that I totally not forget about, but honestly, like, I forgot that was kind of a part of my life. Like, when I explain it and I'm like, oh yeah, I used to do body painting and like prosthetics and stuff like that. And she was like, oh my God. And I'm like, whoa, this is like a side of myself that I've totally let go. I don't even do eyeshadow anymore. And you guys know, eyeshadow was my bread and butter. That was the thing. I was the eyeshadow lady. And then now I'm like, I don't even do any of that. And I'm just like a light wash. So I don't know, I feel like it's just so weird to know that like so much can change in a amount of time. And I was explaining it like it was my past, but it doesn't have to be my past. Like when I was explaining it to her and I was like, well, yeah, that's over now. And she was like, what do you mean? And I'm like, well, that was just like a part of my life. And I'm like, well, it doesn't have to be over. I can still be good at makeup. I can still do makeup. I just have to do it. Like you don't use it, you lose it. I can still get back to it, because if I just start to use it, then I won't lose it. Not that I can see myself doing like intensive body paint again, but I don't know, maybe be kind of fun. The problem is I can't sit there for like 12 hours like I used to. This is too light. Maybe not actually. I can't sit there for 12 hours like I used to, because some of those body paints, I would be body painting for 12 hours. I know that I did like this pop art demon one that I did back in the day. That took me, I think I was body painting for quite literally like at least 9 or 10 or 12 hours, where I sat there like in front of the camera, just like Zach bringing me meals, drinking my water, filming for hours on end. And then that doesn't even include getting the shots of like the look and all the different like B-roll and all that kind of stuff. I mean, I would be filming forever. I know that some of those makeup tutorials that I did back in the day, I would do the makeup look and then I would have like an additional 8 hours filming outside, like doing the intro work and like that, like Burned Witch that I did. We had to like go on location and bring props and stuff like that. And so it's so weird to think about all the time and energy I used to spend doing one YouTube video. And now I'm like, dude, I don't even remember the last time I body painted. It's just so weird to have like different sections of your life. I don't know how to explain it. I had that whole wildlife rehab part of my life, and then my CNA part of my life, and then my doula part, and then body painting and YouTube and meet and greets and all that kind of stuff. And now I feel like I'm in this totally new season where it's just like motherhood. And I'd like to get a little bit of that back, where I know I've mentioned this many times, but this is matrescence, this is the transition into mother, and it's really hard, but it's not just hard in that way, because you just kind of inundate yourself or like throw yourself so deep in, and not everyone, but like at least myself, that I forgot kind of what I'm capable of. we were going through and I was giving her some makeup and I was letting her go through all my makeup and stuff. And I was like, oh, take whatever you want. And there was like a drawer that I opened and it had my Pure collab in it. And I was like, oh, this is my collab that I did. I did a collab with this brand and I drew all of these things. And these are the lashes. And she was like, wow, you've lived a whole life before this. And I was like, whoa, yeah, I did. Like, my days were consisting of approving eyeshadow samples, and like, it's just so weird to think that that's the same person. I felt like sitting down today and pulling back some of that old Kristi. I'm gonna do an eyeshadow look today that feels very reminiscent of old time Kristi. I wanna do like a really blown out, pretty green and brown halo eye maybe, or I don't know. We'll see. We'll see kind of what it transforms into, but this is certainly more foundation than I would typically wear. I haven't used a sponge in a long time either. This is the Nikki Joy sponge. I don't know where I see it. Okay, so I'm gonna do that and then I'm gonna set it with a little bit of powder. This is the Rare Beauty powder. I really like this one. I was watching Brianna Fox this morning and she was talking about how she misses old YouTube a lot. Like being able to open your subscriptions tab and it was just like, you would see everybody talking about the newest and latest makeup product and reviewing it and doing tutorials on it, and that it's just not like that anymore. Like most people don't even upload anymore or even do YouTube anymore. And I was like, yeah, that's so true. I mean, it's like such a different landscape on YouTube these days where most of us are just in such a different phase of life that it is kind of sad to see it's gone. Like that feeling of old YouTube is gone and everything's in favor of short form content now. I think the pendulum will have to swing back. People will get sick of short form content like they got sick of long form content. I think it'll come back, but it's really fascinating to hear her say that. And I agree. It was really a fun time on YouTube to open up YouTube and be like, okay, let's watch like 6 videos on the new ABH palette. This is the Makeup by Mario Master Blade Brow Pencil, and this is in the shade Classic Brunette, and I quite like this. I'm gonna take a little more time on my brows today because I've been kind of rushing through them lately. I need to tweeze my brows so bad. So I haven't filmed YouTube videos in a couple of weeks here. It's actually been a while since I've actually sat down and filmed. Maybe you guys saw it during that time, but sitting down and actually filming, it's been a bit. I got the stomach flu. Oh, I actually thought I might die. I had to go to the hospital or to the doctor's office and get IV fluids because I literally could not keep down one sip of water. Oh, but I cannot believe how good IV fluids made me feel. I just want to get one once a week. Just hook me up. Give me that really good electrolyte mixture. Dude, it like fixed me. It cured me. It was amazing. I felt so good. And then I didn't get cluster headaches for like days after that. I had one today, but for like 5 days, I didn't get a single cluster headache. And I was like, is that because I was hydrated? It was lovely. But anyway, that's why I haven't been on here filming or being really good about that, is because, oh, dude, I'm not kidding. It's been one sickness after the other. It was like, I effed up my neck and then my kid got sick and then I got, I don't know, maybe it was the flu or something. I was so sick, so coughing and hacking. It just felt terrible. And as soon as that got over, he got astrovirus and then I got astrovirus. It's just been one thing after another. I don't want to jinx it, knock on wood. We're healthy right now. Work on my eyes now, and then I'm gonna go with like bronzer and stuff like that at the end because I think I want to do my eyes first. I'm gonna start with Fawns from the Earthy palette. The chicken coop is done, and that feels really, really, really good to have that done. We have the other 10 chickens are ready to get moved out maybe next week. We're just waiting for them to get to the right size before we introduce them to our other 7. And the 7 are outside right now, and we built them a run. When I say we, my dad and Zach actually did it. I've been ill, so I have not had a chance. But if you guys saw my recent day in the life video, which if you didn't, I put up a day in the life, which I actually really like it. It's a beautiful video. I feel like it was done really well. I hate to like toot my own horn like that, but it's actually a lovely video. And I just think the overall vibe of it is really fun to watch. It's not a lot of talking. It's just kind of following me through the day and actually seeing what we're up to. If you've ever wondered like what a day looks like in my life, it's actually, I really like the video. I feel good about it. So, but I showed me staining the chicken run, and it is pretty much almost completely done. There's just a couple little spots left and some trimming to do, but the ladies are out in it and they love it. they seem to really enjoy it. They run and flap their little wings. It's so effing cute that they feel free. And their coop is done, and we just need to get in there and start building some nest boxes because they're gonna start laying eggs soon. We already have our quail are laying, and man, we're overrun with eggs already, and we're gonna have 17 more chickens. So we're gonna have to start either selling eggs or just freeze drying eggs every single day because we're gonna be absolutely overrun with eggs. And we knew that it would be a lot, but I guess I didn't realize even with quail eggs, just like it's an everyday thing. We get like 8 quail eggs a day, and then we're gonna have 17 chicken eggs a day. So it's gonna be a little. I'm gonna go with a smaller brush and go into this shade here, which is not focusing. Hello? Hello? I'm gonna go in with Sunbaked on this little Sigma Diffused crease brush. Take this on the inner and outer. And then we just remodeled our bathroom, you guys. Stay tuned on our Sweet Life of Zach and Kristi channel if you guys want to see a before and after remodel of this bathroom. It is stunning. I am just absolutely thrilled with the way it turned out. It is so unique and beautiful, and it's got like this really cool wallpaper on the ceiling and this beautiful brass details, and the color is wonderful, and I just love the floor. I love the tile. I love the tub. I feel like it all turned out so good. Oh my God. It's absolutely stunning. Like, you guys are gonna just die for it. You're going to love it. This is like the color that I would wear every day. This was my everything shade. It reminds me of like the palette that I made with Pure. And this is like the shade Camelot. Oof, okay. So I'm gonna do something that I haven't done in a really long time, and that is I'm gonna kind of gently cut my crease. I haven't done this in years, literally since 2020, I don't think. I'm gonna use the Huda Beauty Faux Filter Concealer for this, and this little brush, it's called the Firm Shader, and this isn't like a crease cutting brush, this is from Sigma, but I think it'll work. I do like a gentle one, not anything crazy, just right in the center. Still lighten it up. So I can tap a light shade in the center. And here, this bright green called Moss. I'm gonna stick that right in the center and tap that out. So it just kind of diffuses on the edges there. That is something. I have not done colors in a long time, to the point where it's a little bit intimidating. That's pretty cute. Okay, I think I'm gonna take a little bit of this shade now, which is Wild, and I'm going to take that on like the outer and inner, so it's a little bit more muted. Yeah, that was it. It's like a little more of an olivey. Okay, now I'm gonna take that same little shader brush that we did before and sort of clean up the top here. And then I'm gonna take, I almost just absolutely crushed this entire palette, and I dug my fingernail all the way into that shade. No, that's okay. So now I'm gonna go in with this shade here, now that my palette looks like janky shit. Hello? I'm gonna go in with this shade Shadowy down here and just darken up the outer corner. Kind of mix that in with Sunbaked a little bit. Oh no. It's a little too dark. Not quite what I was going for. You just gotta work with it. Once it's on, it's on. Everything can be remedied, right? But can it? Because that looks like shit, and that's not what I was going for. So let's do the same thing on the other side so that we can fix it together. Okay. Well, we're gonna close that palette up. We're gonna tap off a lot of the excess on this brush, and then I'm really gonna try to diffuse that out so that it's not so harsh, because that is not the vibe I was going for. I didn't want some outer corner wing situation. I wanted it to just be like a little bit of, damn it. Okay, We'll figure it out. It's just makeup, comes off. Looking a little bit intense. No. Okay, what can we do here? How can we fix it? My friends, it's too cool toned, too dark. Just gonna try to blend it out to where it can just, okay, I'm going to dip back into that sun-baked color and just try to like build it up over this to lighten up that outer corner a little bit. Damn it all to heck fire. I swear I've done makeup before, you guys. I swear, it's been a few years, but she's in here. She can fix it. She used to be an eyeshadow aficionado. Ugh. Help! All right, not what we were going for, but you roll with the punches. You do. And then you take more of that wild color just to tap it over the outside, and you try to make it look intentional. Because it definitely was. That was intentional, and I meant to do it. And I love the way this looks. I don't look crazy at all. I don't look like Beetlejuice one bit. But you know what'll save this? What always saves a shitty eye look? Lashes. Let's take a brown liner real quick. We're gonna salvage this, you guys. We're gonna remedy it. We're gonna salvage it. It's gonna look so pretty that you're gonna be like, you're kidding. And I'm gonna be like, I'm not. Okay, so got my brown liner. Makeup Geek Full Spectrum, not a brand anymore. Still a really good product. Gonna do liner. Trust the process, guys. Trust it. It's gonna be a lot. I'm gonna put a pair of lashes on real quick. I'm gonna use these ones. These are the Ardell Faux Mink lashes, and I really, really like these ones a lot. I'm gonna toss these on real quick, and then we're gonna finish off the rest of the face. And I bet you when I come back, you're gonna be like, lashes did complete it. And I'll be like, told you. It did happen. I think that's a little bright. Here we go. Wait, other way. No? Lashes pull it together. They really do. They really do. And I feel good about this look. Yeah, I think it's pretty. I feel good about it. I think it's a little dramatic. Am I used to it? No. Will I get used to it? I think I can manage. Okay, let's put on some bronzer. Sigma Matte Bronzer Light. This side of my face is always so dark, and I have twice as much light over here. It's because of this window. I don't think you guys even probably notice it that much, but it drives me insane that this is such darker, but I have like an extra light right here, and this one is who cares? Cool story. It's weird to be wearing eye makeup. I am so not used to seeing my eyes this deep. I feel like it looks so pretty though. It's a little like jarring for me to see, but I really enjoy it. I feel like that looks beautiful. Okay, blush. I'm gonna go in with the Moon Prism blush palette from Lunar Beauty. And I think I'm gonna take Twilight, Stargaze, and a little bit, I'm just gonna kind of do a little one of these. It's so funny. My kid, he's so darling. So he's about 2.5, and he just started, it started yesterday or day before yesterday. It started out of nowhere, and this is how kids work. Like, they'll be same, and then one day they just add something new, and you're like, how all of a sudden did you just learn to say this completely new thing? But if you were to ask him before, like, you would say, do you want to go downstairs? He'd go, yeah. But now he stops and he goes, no, I don't want to go downstairs. It's too far away. It just started. It's so funny because there's always a big explanation. Do you want another bite of your sandwich? No, I don't want a bite of my sandwich. I'm too full. It's too hot. It's so adorable. And it just started randomly. It's so hilarious to me because it's not like he started saying no and then he started slowly adding it. It was like all in one day. It was, no, I don't want to go outside. It's too cold out there. It's always so shocking because before it's kind of like, do you want to eat a sandwich? Yeah. And now it's, no, I don't want to eat a sandwich. I'm not hungry. It's killing me. It's so funny and it's so random, and it just, These kids, man, they're so hilarious. I cannot handle him. So funny. Okay, I'm gonna go in with a little bit of Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter. I feel like that looks nice. I feel like I could use a teeny bit more warmth underneath my eye with that sun-baked color. I might regret this, but I don't think I will. No, I don't regret it. Don't regret it at all. Okay, I need a lip liner. Should I do some freckles? I'm feeling it. This is Colourpop Freckle Pen. Not everybody's cup of tea. Not everyone loves a freckle, but this is not everyone's face. It's my face and I like a freckle. I have therapy today. I have EMDR therapy. I started that like 3 weeks ago. It's very interesting. I hope it works. I really do. It is very odd. If you don't know anything about it, it's odd. I'm not gonna get too much into it here, but it feels very, very different than anything I've ever done before. And you know, I'm willing to give it a shot, but it is something. I hope so much that it helps me. I've heard remarkable things, so I hope I'm one of those people that can have remarkable results. And that's as much as I'm gonna go into that. I might cut this out of the video altogether because I don't want to hear any negative opinions about it, because that might sway my mental state about it. I feel like that just added such a cuteness. That's adorable. Okay, so now I need to do my lips. And I'm not gonna do, I'm gonna go nude, but I'm gonna do a liner. I think that probably drives some of you guys nuts that I don't do that. Not that I care really, but I'm gonna sharpen this. It's very weak. This is the Il Makiage Carli Bybel liner. Getting rid of the buttholiness, you know? Okay, this is Colourpop So Glassy and the shade is Solana. I'm gonna try to do my best to like actually put links down in the description too, because I feel like sometimes I've been pretty bad about that. Like I'll use a product and I'll forget to link it for you guys. So I'm gonna try to get better at that. Is this everything? All right, and this is the finished look. Okay, this feels really pretty. I have not worn makeup like this in such a long time, and you know what? I'm really living for this. I feel like this is so me, and it's been such a long time since I've really sat down and taken the time to do an eyeshadow look that I feel like really complements my eyes, complements my tone and features and things like that. And I just feel like this is so beautiful, and I'm really happy with the way this looks. I'm gonna take some really pretty pictures of this and post it on Instagram because I feel really good about it. And I love this makeup look. I feel like it's so pretty. I really love this palette. I wish I didn't dig my fingers all the way into it. Whoopsie. Yeah, this was really, really fun to do. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and that it was kind of fun hanging out with me, and I really enjoyed it. I wanna do more of this. I wanna get back to this kind of makeup because this feels like me. This feels like the new era. Well, I thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you at my next video. Bye.